Hi. First off, my hair, ew. So we're not even gonna talk about that. But what I really wanted to bring up today was the subject of fake friends, because everyone has them, everyone has had them, and some people even still have them in their life. And I'm getting to the point where I'm fed up. I'm done. So for starters, let me just give you a few examples of the type of fake friend that I have. We're just gonna call her friend A. So in high school, friend A and me and all of our other friends would go out to eat, just after practice, after school, on the weekends, whatever, kid stuff. And we would always go to these places, and she'd always be like, as soon as we get there, she'd be like, well, I don't have any money. And it was like, automatically, it was kind of like, okay, like, you knew you didn't have money when you came, but okay. And then she would just sit there the entire meal and be like with this stupid little, like, pout on her face. And then me and some of my other friends would feel guilty. Obviously, like, we're eating, having a good time, and she's over here pouting. So half the time, either me or one of my other friends would end up saying, hey, just get something, I'll pay for it, it's not a big deal. And that's all fine and dandy. But the problem that I had with it is she never said, I'll get you next time, or I'm like shaking you, whatever. But yeah, she would never be like, okay, well, I'll get you next time we go out to eat. She's never said that. Okay, whatever. The real problem that I just, like, wanted her to do, she never did. She never left tips. Ever. Like, even if she got something to eat, she would never leave a tip. She would get the cheapest thing on the menu, so that would justify her not even leaving $1. And so, again, me and my other friends would overcompensate and shell out some more cash for the tip, because she wouldn't freaking leave any. Or even whenever I did end up paying for her meal, again, she wouldn't even offer to pay the tip. She wouldn't even say, hey, I just have like $2, but I'll help with the tip next time, or something like that. Like, she never did that. She always mooched off of me and my friends who would pay for her, and it was really freaking annoying half the time. And it got to the point where her sister was even like, do you have, like, we'd make a plan to go out, and she'd look at her and be like, do you have money? And she's like, I'm not paying for you. And it got to that point because she would always, it just bugged me, because she'd just do the little, like, do a pouty face, because she's like, I'm hungry. I'm like I realized that she had other responsibilities to pay for, but she also spent her money on a lot of stupid things, like, just a lot of stupid things. So it was just frustrating, because I don't really ever expect anything back, but it would have been nice just, like, once to have had her be like, oh no, I got you tonight, or oh no, I'll get the tip if you buy me, something like that. Same thing with the movies. I don't have any money, but I really want to go to the movies. So again, I would feel bad, my friends would feel bad, we'd pay for her. So she was just, that's the thing, like, once people find out that you will do something for them because you're a good person or you feel bad, they will expect it time and time again when it happens multiple times. And they got really close to my car there. And it did. It happened multiple times, and she took full advantage of that. So, okay, whatever. The past is the past, right? Even though it so freaking bugs me. But then it comes to something happened over this weekend that just really made me wow. So I have this other friend, we're gonna call her friend B. Friend B has been going through a really tough time. She's struggled with, like, alcohol and things like that. And she's always been friend B is a really sweet girl. She's just going through a really rough patch right now. And so friend A and me were talking to each other about just high school and random things like that. Oh, do you still talk to this person? Because we haven't seen each other in a while. And we start talking about friend B. So friend A goes, yeah, I kept blocking her on things, and she keeps getting new phone numbers, so then she keeps getting my number, and then I'll have to block her again. And I'm like, why do you block her? That's the thing. Like, friend A and friend B were really good friends in high school, like almost best friends. And she's like, I don't know, her reasoning was, I don't know, I just want to do my own thing. That was her sole reason for blocking this girl's number. And it's bullshit, is what I want to say. It's really bullshit. But then she tells me, yeah, she got my, she apologized for what went down in our friendship, even though nothing did. And she goes, this is what she said to me. This is what she said to me. These words came out of her mouth yesterday. She goes, I told friend B that I still care for her, but I just don't want to deal with whatever she's going through. And then I blocked her. Those are the words that she said to me. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Are you freaking kidding me? So I'm driving and I'm hearing this, and I'm like, that's pathetic. That's disgusting, and that's selfish. And I was like, okay, all right. Because she didn't want to deal with whatever she was going through. Like, she still cares about her. And I'm like, no, you don't. First off, let's put that out there. You don't care about her. Because if you really did, you would check up on her. Even if you guys don't have to be best friends like you were in high school, but just don't block her number. And then I made a group post on Facebook or whatever, and I said, hey, let's all do it together here in the next month or so. I think what day works best for you. Friend A had friend B blocked on Facebook, and to be in the group, she's like, now I have to unblock her, because I have to leave the group or whatever, I don't know. And I'm like, you are so selfish. Like, the only reasoning is because you didn't want to deal with her problems. Then this happened like months ago, like last summer or something like that. So me and friend B went to the bar, and we ended up I invited friend A, I think, to come along, and a couple of other people. So we're all sitting around this table talking, and friend B looks over, is talking to friend A, and she's like, it really does bother her that they're not friends anymore, which I understand. And she goes, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what we are, like, friend-wise. Friend A, right, the selfish one I've been talking about, friend A goes, we're acquaintances. I mean, we're not friends, we're acquaintances, but, like, we're good. And I remember just, like, looking over, like, when I heard that, I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Did you really just say acquaintances? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And that's her, like, distancing herself because she doesn't want friend B to get too attached. And I'm like, I can't stand you. Because you say you care about everyone and you don't. And first off, you only used me for a ride yesterday. Like, that's the thing. Like, here's the thing too with friend A. I got a Facebook message from her saying, hey, do you want to carpool to this event or whatever? And I was thinking in my mind, no, because I kind of want to do some things in that area after I'm done, but I guess, sure. So I decided. And then I'm like, well, do you want to drive, or do you want me to drive? And she's like, well, it takes me an hour to get to you, so, which is understandable. Okay. But then I'm like, but I've driven you around, like, literally anytime we hung out, I've driven you around. Whatever. I'm not I'm not even, whatever. And I'm like, first off, you only use me. Like, I know for a fact that she only used me for a ride because she didn't want to drive that far. That's who she is. She just really didn't care. She just wanted a ride. So that's what bugs me. I mean, she's one of the most selfish, fake people I've ever met. Oh, I don't even think we're friends. I think we're acquaintances. Like, I genuinely believe that she thinks that, because she doesn't care. She doesn't text me. She doesn't even have my phone number in her phone because she got a new number. And I was kind of waiting because she's kind of one of those. I was just kind of seeing if she was going to be like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I need your number now. I got a new phone. No, I was waiting for that because if she didn't want it, I wasn't going to offer it to her. And she didn't. She never did. She never did. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to hang out with you anymore. I'm done. I am seriously so done with all these fake people. We're not in high school. We're not acquaintances. We're just, after we made all those plans with our other friends from high school, I was kind of like, I don't even want to hang out with you guys anymore. And then another friend of mine, that I was like really good friends with in high school. I remember I was really good friends with her, and I was always like, I would one day want her to be in my wedding, right? So I text her and I'm like, hey, I need your address because I'm getting ready to send save the dates out. And no answer at all. And I wait a few months and I text her again and I was like, what's your address? And it takes a little bit and she just sends me her address and that's it. No, like, oh, sorry, I didn't send this to you at first, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even want you there anymore. Like, I'm tempted to not even send her an invitation. I already sent the save the date out, but I'm like tempted to not even send an invitation because I'm pretty sure she won't even come. And I'm finished. Like, I've texted a couple of people and they didn't answer me back. Or what really pissed me off was I texted them and who is this? And I'm like, so obviously you don't care to have my number in your phone. Like, obviously that's it. You want to Facebook message me, or you don't even say, hey, I don't even have your phone number, whatever. So I'm really tempted to just be like, I am done. I'm done with all my high school friends. Like, all these people have proven, like, I get it. We move on. We make our own friends in college and whenever we're out of high school, but it's like, but I've never ghosted someone. If I couldn't come to an event, I was always like, hey, I can't come. Or if I didn't want to hang out, I'd tell them or whatever. I've always gone out of my way to go and pick them up if they needed to. I'm so tired of it. It's so high school and it's so stupid. And just yesterday just kind of made me realize that people are just fucking... People are just dumb, and they really don't care about you unless you have something to give them. And that's what, like, I've never met a more selfish person in my life than that person. It just bugged the crap out of me that, like, I kind of gave into that and gave her what she wanted, and then she doesn't even care to have my number in her phone. And I'm tempted to just not send out these invites to people, but problem is I already sent the save the dates, so I have to. But half of them probably won't even show up anyway, so whatever. I just had to vent because yesterday it just blew my mind. Like, I don't want to deal with whatever you got going on. Like, what a great person you are. That's great. Let me just block everyone. But I feel a lot better now. I feel at ease. I feel calm. But all right, I have to go into work now. So bye.